Alrighty everyone, welcome back to another supplemental here on Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews. We're here, finally, to what might be my favorite supplemental that I've ever shot in my entire life because it completes a collection, well, pseudo-completes a collection. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. Pseudo-completes a collection that I have been longing to complete for a long time. You might be able to tell what it is, considering I've got the take-along DVDs sitting out here in front of you. Just a quick refresher: Thomas and the Special Letter, Percy Takes a Plunge, James and the Trouble with Trees, Henry and the Elephant, Gordon Takes a Tumble, and then this was our most recent supplemental for this category, Emily's Adventure, which was sold to me by my good buddy Wooden Railway Only. Now the reason I drug all these out of my closet is because, if you remember from the take-along episode of Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews, I talked about an extra super-duper rare Thomas Take-Along DVD sampler that I had actually never seen a photo of prior to making that video. The particular pack is called Thomas to the Rescue, and it comes with Diesel with a angry face. It's from the episode in Season 8 where the Diesels get this new fuel and it's really bad and they start smoking and stuff, so Thomas has to go get new fuel for them. It's actually a pretty decent episode. Again, I had never seen a copy of this disc prior to making that video. I had someone message me on Twitter. His name is Railmake Productions, or if you go by his Twitter name, it's just Railmakes. I had him DM me on Twitter and he actually showed me his copy of Diesel from Thomas Saves the Day, which I was like, hey, that's awesome. It actually confirms to me that this in fact does exist. I went on with my life from that moment thinking I'd still never be able to find one. I had a saved search on eBay. None of them popped up, which sucked. But then I get another DM from Mr. Railmake Productions, and he says, hey, I just bought this lot. It had, I don't know, like 4 or 5 of these discs in them, and it had Diesel from Thomas to the Rescue in it. And he DMs me and says, hey, I bought this lot. I can sell you my extra Diesel from Thomas to the Rescue since the one I'm buying is in better shape than the one I already have. And I'm like, seriously? That's amazing that you would even offer me that, dude. Thank you so much. Railmake actually lives in Australia, so I paid probably, I think it was like 24 bucks in shipping to get it over here. Took it a while to get here. It took about a month for it to finally show up, but it finally did show up. So before I show it on camera here, I just want to say a huge thank you once again to Railmake Productions. If you haven't already subscribed to his channel, do it. He makes great content, makes a lot of remakes with take-along stuff. He's got a huge collection of take-along and Wooden Railway stuff, and it's a good time. You should definitely go over and check him out if you haven't already. Here is Diesel from Thomas to the Rescue. It does indeed exist. Let me take it out of its case here so we can get a more up-close and personal look at it. You can see it's in the same style as all of the other discs. You got Diesel from Thomas to the Rescue up there at the top. Interesting, though, that they changed it to add the character name that this comes with. It should just be Thomas to the Rescue, but I guess it makes more sense since Thomas isn't actually featured on this disc. It's Diesel that's on the disc, so I guess that makes more sense. Coolest thing about this, though, is the Diesel print that's on here. Not only is it a really good picture of Diesel, his top is actually here on this upper layer of the disc. It's not just cut off. It actually has a little bit of extra printing up there for this. I really like that. It's nice. He's in a grassy field. It's different from all of the other ones, so it's not 100% uniform, which kind of irks me, but that's okay. Thomas & Friends logo, hit logo, copyright 2007, and the back is in pretty decent shape. I have played this in both in my Xbox and in my external Blu-ray drive, and it works perfectly. I've ripped it for archival purposes. It is now currently stored on one of my many hard drives, so if this disc ever breaks, well, for one, I'd cry, and two, I can always watch it without ever having to wear out the disc, so that's nice. And would you look at that shot there? That is so amazing. All 9 individual Thomas Take-Along DVD samplers. I never thought I'd get to this moment in my life, and it's all thanks to Railmake Productions, so I have to say thank you once again and tell you all to go subscribe to his channel. Also follow him on Twitter for updates for his videos. He's a really nice guy. So I said at the beginning of this supplemental that the Diesel disc, try saying that 5 times fast, it only kind of completes this collection, and that's because I've been informed of another take-along sampler that exists, one that goes by the name of Spick and Span. I'll throw a picture of it on the screen here for you to show you what it looks like. This disc is even more rare, I think, than Diesel from Thomas to the Rescue, because as far as I know, this photo is the only one that I know exists, at least whatever I find on the wiki. Those are the only photos I know exist of this release. I don't know of anybody else in the community who actually has it, and I would personally very much appreciate if I could have it. If anybody does in fact have Spick and Span and you don't want it anymore, my DMs are always open on Twitter. If you'd like to sell it to me, I'll make you a good deal. But wow, I can rest easy though now at night knowing that I have all 9 of these discs. Childhood me would be very happy right now because childhood me loved these. Childhood me only had Thomas, Percy, and James. I didn't know these other 4 little bastards here existed. With that all being said, guys, this closes a chapter on Thomas and Friends Home Media Reviews. I don't think we'll ever be back to this particular episode in terms of supplementals, but who knows? Spick and Span could find its way into my collection one day, and that's okay, because I'm totally fine with closing the book and leaving it here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this supplemental. I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.